Hey everybody, Jillian here. So glad to be back with a new process video. Today I'm going to be working in my traveler's notebook, journaling some Bible study notes with some things that I've pulled together from my stash in the print and pray shop and all sorts of things. I also have the Word Nerd devotional kit from Illustrated Faith here, along with some coordinating pieces that I may pull from for today's process video. But mostly I'm going to be using some printables from the Print and Pray shop by Elaine Davis. So let's just jump right in and get started. It is so nice to be sitting back at my computer doing a voiceover for a video for you guys. I've really missed this. Life has just been so busy lately. My oldest started preschool and we immediately all got sick, the entire house, and we're still recovering from that. And then just all of these in-person commitments that I had deadlines for just all like converged on the last 2 weeks, and that's why I haven't been posting anything here. So a friend and I are studying through the book of James. This is the folder that I use to keep my workbook in, and I'm flipping to the table of contents because I kind of want to summarize what we've been learning for the last 9 weeks of this 11-week study. I'm using Elaine's beautiful collage paper from her Pep Talks Print and Pray set that I'll link below as kind of a really colorful, a beautiful, colorful background that I can build from. So these are printed on clear sticker paper, and I'm just going to get those cut out. I'm choosing 3 to start with. And then I've got some of her rainbow grid labels up top there, and then I'm pulling the vellum cross stickers from the Word Nerd kit. So if you've seen me create these entries before, you know that I like to do things in 3s, and I like to immediately join both sides of the spread in the middle somehow, just to kind of like bring them together. So that's what I am doing here. I'll link to the very first video that I ever shared creating this type of entry. This is super similar to it. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? I saved what I cut off because I will end up using it later, and I just put it back on the sticker release paper. Here I'm flipping through my stamp storage binder because I want to pull out these Studio Calico Alpha stamps, and then I'm thinking about using the Journal Crush stamps from Illustrated Faith as a place to put my journaling. So I know I want to stamp out the name James since I'm talking about the book of James, so I'm going to go ahead and do that with some StazOn jet black ink. Then for an additional background element, I'm going to go ahead and take the Joy Journey stamp set from that devotional kit and stamp this off of the edge of the page in a couple places. And then I'm going to use these rainbow grid labels as a place to hold like the mini titles for my journaling. So the main title for my page is going to say Genuine Faith. Before I get that down with all those black alphas, you can see that part of the piece that I cut off from the edge, I decided to put down on the bottom. I wanted a little something else for that grid label to sit on. I'm going through an assortment of black alpha stickers here from all different manufacturers, Bella Boulevard, Doodlebug, Studio Calico, Ali Edwards, Kelly Perky, all sorts of things. To spell out the word faith, so the main title for my spread here is going to be Genuine Faith, since in the book of James, he talks about how to live a life of godliness in practical everyday life. And so I flipped to the table of contents in my study binder because each week the teacher kind of wraps up the section that we're studying and says, genuine faith does this, or genuine faith does not do this, or genuine faith looks like this. And so I'm going to take these white Kelly Perky Alpha stickers to spell out the word genuine. I felt like that would pop off the colorful background there a little better. Then I'm going to go ahead and get these grid labels down. I'm going to layer a little bit of that Word Nerd washi tape underneath that one. Same thing with this guy. And then I'm going to use some of the vellum crosses here too. This is a great opportunity to move color around the page also. And I love how Shauna and Elaine make it so that the physical products coordinate with the digital products, so you can just use them all together. I'll do my best to link everything that I used in the video description below if it's still available. So next I'm going to move on to my 4 subtitles. So I'm looking to these wooden alpha stamps to stamp down like the main, really the verb or the main idea in each one of those statements. Okay, now that I've got my stamping down and it's kind of messy, I may not do this next time, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the statement. So the first one says, genuine faith perseveres in trials. Genuine faith resists and flees from temptation. Genuine faith is actively obedient to the word, and genuine faith does not discriminate. Then I'm going to go in and indicate which passage each of these subtitles is referring to. And then I'm going to flip through my notes and I'm going to pull out like a verse that sums up that idea or just expand on it a little more. I'm using the Journal Crush stamps here to, sorry it's out of frame, to give myself just a cute spot to put my journaling instead of just hand drawing lines like normal. Then I'm going to go in with these glasses, which are also from Elaine in the Print and Pray shop, and I'm going to get these guys cut out and think about a place I might like to put them. I really wish I, could add like, a bunch of these to the page, but I really wanted these 4 like grid labels to be the focal point. All right, there we go. I think I'm happy with the lavender ones sitting right there. Again, another element that brings both sides of the spread together by overlapping it from the right to the left. And then I'm just going to go through and write my little blurb on each of these lines. If you guys are interested in doing this study, the workbook materials and the teaching, the audio teaching is actually all free. So I will link that down in the video description below. I will mention, though, I heard Tim Mackey from the Bible Project say this, and I won't soon forget it. He says, James is the most beautifully crafted punch in the gut for anyone who claims to follow Christ. And it is, now that I've got all my journaling down, which is the most important part for me and what I want to make sure that I have enough room for, I'm going to go in with the Word Nerd stamp set, which is now available a la carte. If you, for some reason, didn't want to pick up the kit, you can just get the stamp set by itself. And I'm going to stamp these adorable, really versatile stamps down in a few places in StazOn, jet black ink again, and then I'm using a coordinating teal ink that kind of matches the colors that are in Elaine's set, and then a coral ink from Studio Calico. I'm using here the art marks from the Mark Maker devotional kit. The stamp set's no longer available, but I'll see if I can find something similar for you because it's really fun to use as just a finishing touch. You could also take a color marker or pen or something and just doodle these things on your page also. Then I had the, what is the name of this kit? Heart Layers. And then I had the washi tape from the Heart Layers devotional kit sitting on my desk. So I thought I'd put a few of those hearts down in a couple places. And then I have way more room left on this spread than I normally do, so I'm kind of struggling here to fill it up without making it look too busy. I think this one last stamp from the Word Nerd kit is going to do it. Nope. And then the last thing I'll add is a date stamp. So I stamped this down in a couple places again just to take up a little more space, and that is going to do it. So here's a finished look at my page. I'm so glad to be back sharing this video. I'm not going to say I'm back because I have no idea if I am. And I'm super grateful that you guys are patient with me and doesn't seem to bother you. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hopefully will see you soon.